Hi there, everyone. This is Ava at avawaits.com. This is where making money feels like bliss, and I want to talk about some of the very blissful ways that you can create money through your business by combining a few of your passions. One in particular, because I'm getting this question quite a bit. I tend to have a lot of people in my life, people I work with, students of mine, friends of mine who adore traveling. Like, it lights them up. They love going overseas. And this was always a huge passion of mine as well. I loved taking trips. I love airports. I love going into Europe. I love dressing in Indian clothing and all of those things that have really been part of my life over the past 10 to 15 years. I adore them all. And you're probably an entrepreneur right now and you're wondering, Ava, how can I make money from traveling? How can I bring that passion of mine into my business? And I want to share an example of how I did exactly that when I was working my nutrition company. So this was long before I was supporting entrepreneurs around marketing and around creating money. And I was going through some processes, looking at the things that I was passionate about, and I definitely saw that traveling in Europe was a huge passion of mine. And I decided there had to be a way to combine travel and nutrition, especially travel in Europe. So I thought about it for a while. I had a mentor at the time. She was really helping me bring together some of these passions. And I had always had just such admiration for Rick Steves, who many of you may know. I brought along one of his books. He does a lot of European travel television shows. He writes a whole bunch of books that are just about traveling in Europe. And interestingly, his head office, like where his business is located, happened to be about an hour and a half north of where I live. And I thought that that was very, very, very convenient because I wanted to be involved in some way. And so I decided at that point in time to take nutrition and travel and bring them together. And I was doing that for a little while in my nutrition company. And what I did is I started teaching Traveling Healthy in Europe classes at his location. And these classes, I've got to say, these were packed. Like, barely did we ever not have a completely full roster of people who had signed up for these classes. It was a fantastic way to get in front of people, to talk about digestive health overseas, to talk about upping your immune system, and all those things that I was very passionate about, and travel. And I ended up connecting with people in the audience. Some of them would hire me after that. I would have travel prep sessions with people before they were traveling overseas. And it was just a perfect way to combine those passions. So you probably have that passion of travel right now. I'm going to bet that you do. And I want you to know that there truly is a very creative way to bring your passion of travel into your business. First of all, it might mean that maybe you actually want to do more traveling in your business itself, like that's the way that you want to incorporate it. I know that once I decided that travel was a huge thing on my priority list, what I decided to do is make my business completely mobile. So I can run my business from pretty much anywhere that has either a telephone connection or internet connection. So I've run my business from Europe, I go traveling across the United States, and it works. So well, that's one thing that you can do. The other thing is that I would encourage you to start looking now at some of your passions. So take like your passion for travel, for example, and bring it together. Say you have a passion for, say you do like romance coaching or relationship coaching or something like that. How can you bring those two together? Start doing brainstorming around that. Have conversations with your mentors about bringing those things together and see how you can, because I promise you there is a way. And behind all of this, the other thing that I want to say is there became a way to make money from my passions of travel combined with the other passions I had in my business because I was committed to that happening. I said, I want to have this in my life. And so I want you to know too that you can have all of your passions in your life. You don't have to cut them all out and just, like push them to the side and ignore them. And actually, I think that is really damaging for someone when they ignore all their passions. So I want you to embrace as many of those that you can. Several of them you can definitely bring into your business in various ways. So start thinking about that, start imagining that, start dreaming that. And I promise that if travel is one of those passions, that you can for sure make money from that. Okay? You can for sure make money from that. If you need my support and guidance around that, I can always be contacted through avawaits.com. You'll also see a huge collection of blog articles and resources around money and marketing and creating a fantastic business that you can take around the world. So I wish you a lovely day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, everyone.